Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL Battlerite 3-on-3 Open for Asia. My name is TJ, my co-caster, the host of this stream, the creator of Battlerite, R-I-G-H-T, is Dropbear. We're getting right into our next match of the night between Zippy and Guardians of Hell. Zippy will be over on the left-hand side of your screen, made up of Storm Ross, Shoutout Matroni and Reality Hack. On the right-hand side of your screen will be Guardians of Hell. I don't know much about either of these teams, but Dropbear, do you?
Well, it turns out Storm Ross and Reality Hack, they're actually part of the Australian Oceanic Battlerite crew, so they have lots and lots of fun in their own Discord channel, I guess, in Australia. Whereas on the other side, we will have the Guardians of Hell from Hong Kong.
Hong Kong's a really nice place, so I'm going to be honest. I like the Aussies, but I got to root for the Hong Kong team.
Oh,
just by default.
I'm Australian, so you come on.
Aussie. Let's get right into it. As we do have Team Zippy, of course, over the left-hand side, already doing a bit of chip damage on that Razor mount, rolling back and forth, but oh, there's the damage coming out of that Rugon. It can be temporarily blown away, but it's still going to be that front-line damage from the Croc. I love Reality Hack and how aggressive he's playing here as the Pearl Heels do come through. Storm Ross will be there to provide the support necessary while the Consume and the Claws do reach out. There's that front-line Rugon. Time and time again, we're seeing it just do so much damage. That'll be the Ancestral Spirit coming out of Maxon to provide the healing and damage. And look at this poor pinned Reality. He's gonna fall instantly. Reality Hack, he went into the backlines as a crowd, tried to grab something and got ulted, pinned against a wall and slaughtered.
I think you're seeing the weakness of Croak right now. You have to get into their faces, and we are playing a very, very crowded 3v3 match. Here goes nothing. Absolute whiff on the arrow as Shoto will just stand there and decides that is not worth living anymore. Storm Ross is the only one left. Silenced.
Storm Ross. I don't see this lasting long. The bubble shield away from the Ancestral Spirit does buy a bit of time. The self-heals will go through, but of course in that time he wasn't able to keep himself alive. The Whale won't come through. I think he was about to pop that, but the ultimate from that did come through and end any hopes he might have had. It will be the red side, the Hong Kongians, Guardians of Hell, walking away with their first point.
Just quick look at the stats. We got Maxon with insane amount of heal, 270 from Soul Spirit alone, and then Spirit Link, Ancestral Spirit, Spirit Guide. That's over 500. Jeez, and even we haven't seen a lot of Tayas in...
Is it is it over 5,000?
No.
Oh.
No, you're banned. You're banned from everything. Okay.
Well, fair enough.
We haven't seen a lot of Tayas in Battlerite right now. It's quite interesting to see it as we get underway with the second round. Storm Ross trying to dive right into it. Rally Hack on the back lines is panicked away from Maxin trying to heal up everyone. Arrow Storm misses on most. And then you got the Croak trying to leap back in, orb taken by the Guardians of Hell.
There's the unstable bubble out of Storm Ross. He's going to try and buy a little bit of space during this time to just zone out Guardians of Hell, but the whole time this ulti's available and the healing coming out from Maxim. I absolutely love it. There's the Ancestral Spirit coming out. Significant damage flying through onto Reality. He will fall. Great play, and the other side comes through immediately after, allowing Maxim to go ahead, back up, keep providing the healing from the backline, and I really do think that's the secret. If they want to break this, if they want to somehow stop this just destruction coming in from the Guardians of Hell, they need to focus down their Paloma.
Well, Paloma's always been that really strong healer. She has been a little bit nerfed during the recent patch changes, but in 3v3 she's able to heal both of the main, well, let's call them DPS heroes, and then heal herself at the same time with basically the Spirit Link. So it is very, very powerful how much she can heal. Just quick note, instead of picking up Double Wolves, Maxon has actually picked up Spectre, which is the other side turns the target invisible for the duration. She's also picked up Pixie Dust. Pixie's dual full damage, so a little bit of a change from the usual Double Wolves Battlerite we've seen.
will be still getting into it as Maxon does a bit of damage with this Paloma, and that's what we called out. We said you have to focus this Paloma. He's doing so much damage and they haven't done it all. Indeed, he's allowed to blink on in, use that Spirit Rift, cause some panic, and then just instantly pull back off. There's Orb sniped by Maxon time and time again. The other side will not to escape potential damage. Of course, there is some damage coming into Rukan right now, as it will be temporarily Winter Bitter having to worry, but the Pearl's gone almost instantaneously as the ultimate flies through from Koshi. He's going to be hunting down Reality Hack. Reality cannot be long for this world as he's juggled around. The ultimate, the Wraith form comes through, and Reality should be slain.
Croak finally falls. Just noticing down the bottom, Pearl got into a very bad situation, stuck in the corner. Managed to put up a bubble, but that doesn't really help when you've got a nice carry on top of you just slamming away. You don't want to be in the bubble with a carry, and you should be able to run out. Oh well. We got 3-0 in favour of the Guardians of Hell from Hong Kong. How do we see them catching up on the other side?
I mean, if you see a comeback by Zippy, and I've said this multiple times now, you go after the Paloma, you shot him down early, and they have the dive to do it. With the long-range focus coming out of Shoto over on that Jumong, with the backline dive potential from Reality Hack over on this Croak, they can do it, but he's already been silenced, he's already been driven out and focused, and just slaughtered. Look at that, already half HP.
As Tornado bounces Paloma away, and then she just walks right back out. She has taken a little bit of damage, but Ultimate Orb will heal her back up. As Storm Ross trying to hit as much as possible. Shoto just working out. Out we go. You can see there's a camouflage, skin caps, and then they just rotate and instantly onto the Rukan Ultimates. Grabs onto the Orb. Orb will be taken by the Australians as another Tornado to get out of the region, and Croak will fall.
Oh, it's Shoto already trapped in the back line. Look at this focus, Koshi and Winter Bitter. They're doing so much work. The other side will temporarily protect that Paloma. There's the Spirit Wolf flying out to do a bit of healing if he can, but the arrows rain from the sky. The ultimate is the only thing keeping Tail alive. Maybe Stormross can still turn this around as the focus comes in. Truly, now there's the dive. There's the empowered weapon, and it will be Rukan falling now. Just maybe this can go back the other direction, because Shoto's done a great job over in the back lines with Maxim forced to focus on keeping themselves alive. That's the kind of pressure we were talking about having to happen onto this Paloma, and now it's truly coming through. The black arrows fly through. Stormross will be in a spot of bother as the Ancestral Spirit comes through. We'll be able to escape with nice timing on the dive, and Maxon is taking a lot of damage from all sides as the arrows and the volatile water close in.
We got Maxon versus the world here. Paloma can do a lot of damage, but versus on a 2v1 it can be questionable, especially when you back yourself. Good swap there. Other side's away. When you are other sided, now you are invisible. Good in cap to using that Seeker's Mark well. And it will be...
Oh, but the missed Spirit Wolf, that'll cost him. If he landed that Spirit Wolf, he could have gotten some healing, but because he didn't, now he's all alone. The panic, though, that's a great use of Spirit Rift. That bought him a lot of time, but Shoto will still be entirely capable of shutting him down in the front lines. There's the first point for Zippy, as they do manage to lock down the fourth round of this game.
1,000 damage for Shoto. Nobody's been able to break the 600 mark past that, so they do have the damage. It's just I'm not sure about this Croak. That
round wasn't team play. That was just Shoto putting the team on his back.
Pretty much.
That was why they won that round, because Shoto said, "All right, boys, we're going to win this round, whether you want to or not."
Croak just trying to find this entrance, but it immediately gets hit by that boomerang into the snare. Leaps in, pushed away, has to camouflage, stun. Meanwhile, on the other side though, we got Stormross and Shoto both being rooted, and now you got Stormross just being bashed. to death.
There's the ultimate, the ancestral spirit available over on Max, and should he find the right time, but oh, he's stunned. The other side, that'll keep him alive though, able to escape into the backlines, even though the capacity and the stun were available over by this Croak. The damage will be coming in, maybe no great use of the tail to escape. Stormross needs to find a way on in here, and he's being chained on the stuns. There's the first impact to the ancestral spirit, doing a lot of damage. The root followed up by the back of the spirit wolf, that does so much, and it's just the bubble shield keeping him alive now. Stormross forced to proc his counter, forced to proc his tidal wave, and that's not nearly enough to keep him alive as he does fall around the backlines. There's the right form coming out. So needs to find a way to escape too, but there's so many ultimates, so much aggressive damage rolling around the outside. Reality hack, meanwhile he's being focused down, and look at this healing coming through. There's no way to do significant damage to anybody over on Guardians of Hell. It will be Zippy falling for the 4th time this game.
You said that healing. Pearl not managing to get much in the way of healing, just getting constantly focused down, whereas on the other side, Maxton knows exactly where to position himself, knows exactly how not to get destroyed, and manages to heal up during that round as we go into 6th round and match point.
Ross doing a bit of chip to consume though. That'll lead up all his volatile water right off the bat. If we can go ahead and see a nice shadow bolt, it will of course be empowered as a result of it, and that'll be Winter Bitter looking for the way to go ahead and enter. Shadow bolt misses, but there's the bubble barrier to go ahead and kind of separate the action that does result in the orb going to the red side as they do begin to drop those heals and the DPS rage. Nice X strike, that's huge damage. The shadow bolt does miss yet again, but it doesn't matter because look at the damage that's flying through the whole time. That's forcing the blue side team Zippy to go ahead and separate, and as they get separated they get picked apart in the chip damage over time. You cannot engage in a chip battle when you don't have an effective healer, and oh boy does the other team. There's the Wraith form ultimate coming through. He will be grabbing everything like Donald Trump. He doesn't even ask, he just starts wrecking them.
As we get away from the political side of things, Snare onto the Taya, trying to get that good stun, managing to take the orb with her boomerangs. We have the Croak low on HP, managing to heal up, taking the orbs. He's able to walk around, but he can't get the stun and then do the damage. Stormroth's full ultimate has to position himself quite well as the focus is now onto Shorto.
Winter Bitter, close range damage coming through. That was awesome. And now he's following it up. Look at this Hand of the Wicked at range, followed by a Shadow Bolt. Lots of damage against this Pearl, and he's looking for the perfect read. Ancestral Spirit providing the healing and damage on the point. There's the right form ultimate. This is absolute savagery coming through over on this recon. All I'm saying is I don't think he used Tic Tacs.
Oh boy. As we get to the victory screen, congratulations to Masked Guardians of Hell as they will go to the grand finals. Unfortunately, these Australians will have to come back next weekend. Maybe we can see them get even better at this. But we will have our grand finals. It will be Team America versus people from Hong Kong.
That will be very interesting to watch in just a few moments. Of course, Proficiency are a very good team. I cannot wait to see what happens when they hit the brick wall. The healing we just saw after Maxim, because I've casted a lot of North American tournaments and I have not seen that kind of healing in a threes tournament in a very, very long time.
We'll be right back with more ESL Grand Finals action right after this short break.